and welcome to this new video for my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Caro Herrera, and today I'm going to be reviewing a story called The Light Between Oceans. I shall be reviewing the book, which is the debut novel of Australian author M.L. Stedman, which was published in 2012, and I shall also be reviewing its movie adaptation from 2016, which stars Alicia Vikander, Michael Fassbender, Rachel Weisz, and Brian Brown. Before I begin though, let me just say that this will be a spoiler-free video, so you can sit back and enjoy. Okay, so I first became aware of The Light Between Oceans because of its movie adaptation, since I love period dramas, I love Australian history, I love Australian period dramas, and I'm also a big fan of all of its cast members, from Alicia to Michael to Rachel to Brian. Plus, I think it's really cute that Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender met during the production of this movie, and then they got married in 2017, and they're like one of my favorite dark couples, and they're such great performers, and they're so beautiful, so it's cool to see their on-screen chemistry and to think that part of the love that they were portraying was based on a real mutual attraction. Still, I must confess that the first time that I saw The Light Between the Oceans, I didn't really like it very much. Still, a while later I rewatched it, and this time I recall that I enjoyed it. And then in December of 2019, I saw it for the third time, and this time I absolutely fell in love with it. I cried so much throughout the movie that later that day when I went to a friend's party, my eyes were all poofy. Anyways, I loved the movie so much that I actually went straight ahead and bought the book. This is the story of Tom Sherburne and his wife Isabel, and it's set in the 20s and 30s in Western Australia. Tom is a veteran of World War I, and Isabel is his beautiful young bride, because Tom is a lightkeeper that will live in a remote island where they are the only two humans living there. Still, this isolation doesn't bother them, for at the start of the novel they are deeply in love and that is enough for them. But over the years, the couple suffer more than one miscarriage, and Isabel languishes away at these losses. So when one day a boat arrives at the island carrying a dead man and a still-breathing little baby girl, Isabel wants to keep the baby and pretend it's hers and Tom's. Tom is reluctant to do this, but in the end the couple end up raising the child as their own. But one day the married couple meet a woman whom they fear might be the real mother of their daughter. This woman is clearly suffering from the loss of her child, whom she believes died at sea, and seeing her pain makes Tom feel really bad. The thing is, will his feelings of guilt and longing for atonement be stronger than his desire to keep his family safe and happy? So I give both the book and the movie a 4.5 out of 5 stars review, and I really enjoyed them and I recommend them. But I'm gonna talk about the film first. I'd like to say upfront that I think the acting of everyone is phenomenal. No surprises there, of course. But I also love the costumes, the landscapes, the settings. Overall, I think it's a pretty good adaptation. As to the book, I enjoyed it for several reasons. I don't know if it's because I'm older now or something, but the story really resonated with me. I could feel the character's pain, and I felt so much for both the Sherburnes and the baby's mother. So I think this is a fantastic plot, and I'm glad that the author decided to explore it. And I also think it's fascinating that all of the characters have a tough decision to make more than once, and that we actually see them paying the price and the consequences for getting what they longed for. For example, Tom wanted to make his wife happy, so he agreed to illegally adopting a baby girl, but then things just get out of control. Isabel wants a baby, but then the consequences of her desire affects everyone she loves, and the mother of the child wants her baby back, not realizing that the perfect reunion she envisions cannot really happen, for more than one reason. So yeah, I don't know, I guess that I just really enjoyed all of the adult themes that this story addressed, as well as how it stresses upon the fact that although human beings are far from perfect, they can still love and be loved and be redeemed because of those emotions. I'd like to point out though that although I could tell more than once that this was the author's first book because of the writing style, I also must confess that as an aspiring writer, I thought if I was ever to publish a novel, this is something that I might have written. Moving on, I also really treasure the plot for other reasons. Among them, the fact that it's a story that starts with the aftermath of World War I, one of my favorite periods in history, and that it takes place in Australia, a country whose history I love. I mean, ever since I was like 16, I've been watching and falling in love and reading stories based on the 20th century in Australia, so it was nice to discover a new story to add to this list, but one that actually takes place on the west coast, since I always sort of concentrate on the east coast. For the moment though, I believe that this is all I have to say about The Light Between Oceans. Thank you so much for watching my review of it. Please let me know if you enjoyed it or not, as well as what are your own thoughts on this story, because I would love to talk about it with you. Whether it's the book, or the movie, or the actors, or the time period, anything you can think of regarding The Light Between Oceans. Also, in the description box below, you can find a link to the novel's Goodreads page, as well as a link to the film's IMDb page. And well, I'm Caro Herrera, the Mental Traveler, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're in the world. I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye!